We are standing at the precipice of a profound cultural metamorphosis, one that will forever alter how we create, experience, and understand art. For centuries, from the sacred symmetry of the Renaissance to the conceptual ruptures of postmodernism, we have engaged with fixed, authored works. Paintings bounded by canvas, music etched into time, films that unfold with linear finality. But that lineage, as rich and astonishing as it has been, is now giving way to something entirely new. Not because art is withering, but because it is evolving. With the ascent of artificial intelligence, generative systems, and emotion-sensitive technologies, we are entering an era in which art will no longer be static. It will be sentient, adaptive, and participatory. It will move with us, listen, respond, and change in real time. We are approaching the threshold of a world where films shape themselves according to the viewer's emotional temperature, where songs rewrite their melodies with every listen, and where visual art shimmers and morphs in response to breath, gaze, or even thought. In this new landscape, art is not consumed, it is co-experienced. This is not the eclipse of the human creator, but the expansion of their reach. The artist of tomorrow becomes a choreographer of possibility, a designer of dynamic systems rather than fixed forms. They won't just make a painting or a composition, they'll craft aesthetic engines, styles, logics, atmospheres that machines can extend, translate, and tailor to the sensitivities of each beholder. A painter might train an algorithm to generate endless variations of their visual language. A composer might create a generative score that evolves based on a listener's heartbeat or the weather outside. Some will resist this shift, insisting that such experiences are hollow echoes of real art, that in outsourcing creation to machines, we dilute the sacred spark of the human spirit. But this fear often masks a deeper anxiety, the fear of losing control over meaning. For centuries, art has relied on permanence. It was carved in stone, stretched on canvas, recorded onto magnetic tape. We've long revered the fixed, the finished, the finite. Yet art has never truly been about stasis. It has always been about transformation, about touching something ephemeral and fleeting. Philosophically, we are moving from a Platonic conception of art as immutable ideal to a Heraclitean model of flow, flux, and becoming. From the gallery to the screen, to the immersive environment, the work of art is shedding its skin, refusing to stay the same. Meaning is no longer handed down from artist to viewer. It is discovered, co-authored and reborn in each encounter. In this light, the fear of AI becomes less a question of authenticity and more a challenge to our cultural habits. We are not losing art. We are finally allowing it to breathe. And what a breath it could be. Imagine walking into a room where the walls shift in color and sound to mirror your emotions. A poem that speaks to you differently each time you read it because it knows how you're feeling. A film that branches, loops, and adapts based on the flicker in your eyes. Art will no longer be something we witness from afar. It will envelop us, anticipate us, change us. We had a remarkable run. From cave walls to cathedrals, oil portraits to cinema screens, from phonographs to streaming clouds. We explored the limits of every tool we had. But like all tools, these have their horizon. The age of the artifact is ending. What lies ahead is the age of the experience. We should not shrink from that future. We should step into it with curiosity, not nostalgia, because art has always been a reflection of who we are, and now, for the first time, that reflection can move when we do. This isn't the death of the artist. It's the birth of a new language, one where we no longer just look at art, but art looks back and listens. The frame has melted. The stage has dissolved. The song rewrites itself each time it's heard. We once carved meaning into stone. Then we painted it on canvas, captured it on film, coded it into pixels. But the era of the finished work is ending. What comes next is alive, breathing, and never quite the same twice. And maybe that's the truest expression of what art was always trying to tell us. That nothing stays still, not the world, not us, and certainly not beauty.